Hi, it's Pastor Penny, and it's Monday, August 3rd. And as you probably know, if you were planning on coming to worship yesterday, it was raining. I kept hoping it would stop, like while I was driving over here, but it didn't. And so I hope you joined us in communion yesterday. I hope that you had your elements ready and that we could all virtually do it together. Um, and you haven't seen yesterday's yet because it's still processing. Anyway. The worship service is about to go in the email like it always does, and this one will be there too. But so I wanted to just tell you that Lou Robinson and Daisy Widmer both passed away on July 30th. So keep them in your prayers, their family and their loved ones. They were both much loved, and we certainly knew them here at church. So I am going to try something. Every Monday, we're going to talk about something positive, something upbeat to start our week with. And today, I want to talk about something called life verses. And they are Bible verses that you memorize, and you always have them in your heart. Some of you may already have some, and that's great. But I wanted to share some with you in case you would like some ideas. And you can always Google life verses, is what it's called, or just look in your Bible and think about what verses really touch your heart. So there's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That's always a good one, isn't it? To hold on to and remember. The Psalms have a lot of verses that people hold on to and love. Psalm 19, verse 14. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. That's one that's very common for preachers to use just before they start. If they pray before they start preaching, and that is one that many preachers use. Psalm 28, verse 7. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy, and I will give thanks to him in song. Now that one might be too long for you to want to memorize, but you can just take part of it. And Isaiah 40:31. These are all probably familiar to you, and if not, then I'm glad to introduce them. And this Isaiah goes, but they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. Now you can just take that right there and memorize it easily. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That's Isaiah has some great verses. So you can take some of that or a little of that, and just have it in your head and in your heart. Here's one that I like to think about, Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. That's such a comfort sometimes, to think of that verse when things are not going well, or just to feel reassured that God is in charge, and it's all, and that's all we need to know, and that he loves us so much. Romans 8:31, What then shall we say in response to this? If God is for us, who can be against us? Now that's a good one, right? Uh, so that's you can just remember, if God is for us, who can be against us? And this is one of my personal favorites, and I do have this one memorized, as well as a few others. I didn't have to memorize verses growing up, first in a Methodist church and then in Presbyterian. And I know some churches do that. And in seminary, we had the choice of doing this huge project in my New Testament class. And I ended up doing doing art in the New Testament, which I am very proud of. But our other option was to memorize the book of Mark. And I actually started. And I don't think I got very far before I decided this is too monumental a task for me. Anyway, here's this last one, Psalm 27, verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? So I do know that one, and I hope that helps you. I hope you can go into your week doing something like this, something that enriches you, something that you're learning about, something that touches your heart. So blessings.